Hello and welcome to my channel, Homestead on a Shoestring. We call it that simply because we are a family of four on one income. And we make that work, such as when we first moved here, we didn't have a home. We lived in an RV for a year, one full year. And I was pregnant, which wasn't fun when you have a toddler and you're pregnant and you have this small space to live in. But we made it work and it was very beneficial. I will not forget, I think it was in my first video where someone mentioned that the first thing you want to do is create shelter for your tools that you need to set up your home. And that's something we made sure to do. Simple things like this is where we keep our wood. Last week it was in the 50s. I don't like going below 60, y'all. That's why I moved to Texas, as I've mentioned before. But just in case this is your first time here, I want to just point that out. We live in a home right over here that we built ourselves. I've intentions on showing that journey in a little bit. But what really helps us stay warm, I'm looking at it right now, is our chimney. Not only does it cut our costs of our bills for our energy in tremendous ways. That saves so much. And we already knew type of design we wanted for our house. We knew that we're going to have a wood burning fireplace. Now, as I was over here, I remember one time whining of how my children and my husband always find things, little kittens, little birds everywhere. It took me a minute to make this video. I had to redo it a couple of times because I kept hearing this sound of hissing like angry cat and I couldn't figure out what it was. So, you ready? I may have to edit out the shaking that I'm going to do, but I still want you to see this. Look. You see? I still hear Mama hissing. She's somewhere nearby. I don't want to scare Kitten. But let me just show. You Kitten, uh-oh. She went ahead and hid. But, oh, I see Mama. She is growling and doing her best to get me away from this spot. So I'm going to give her peace. Oh. So, while we're on the subject of storage, I would like to introduce you to our first one. Brand new, off of Craigslist, $75. Problem is, I don't recommend it for long term. We were having a problem with the roof. It was leaking, which led down to the floor, which rotted the floor. As you can tell, lots of mess to get rid of, clean up, and I never want to see it again. Yes, this is a metal one, as you can tell, not durable, 5x7, 5x6. And I can tell that some wasps have built. Everything has lived in here. A snake came out of here. Birds had nests in there. I just saw a wasp nest, so I'm getting out of here. And I want to take you to the one we just built. So, one thing I can tell you is we stay busy. I try to post things that are interesting, especially when it was cost effective. It was very, I like to promote that. Figure it out for yourself if you're able to, and do so without trying to hurt your back, because I'm telling you, you only get one of those. So this one, I helped build with my husband. I like it. I'm gonna show you inside, don't worry. I will show you the inside. It's we got it with all discounted wood. The sheet metal, I'm reading so I don't forget. The sheet metal was the only thing we had to buy new, and it's a 10 by 12. So I'll take you around this part of it. New paint. Nope. This is sample paint, which is why all of it's not going to be one color, and I'm totally okay with that. We just put in this window, or he did, $45. $45. I think that's pretty good, especially since it's double paned. It brings in the light for him to use, and there's the back of it. And when I say reused wood, I do mean this. I literally mean reused. More wood behind us. That's a story for another day. Let me show the inside. And we like this one. Not only is it larger, but it's more durable because of the sheet metal. And it has a door. So happy about that. Unfortunately, because I got in here later than I wanted to, the lighting is not great. We do have, let me see. Nope, I don't know how to work this one, but we do have a lighting system. Unfortunately, I cannot do that because I didn't help set that part up, but I help with the rooftop, help with the siding. This built in, all this stuff built in. And we want to take it all the way up. So of course we want to close that at the very top from the weather. But I like it. Like I said, this is a project. Not everything's going to come out beautiful. And I'm okay with that. When I say beautiful, I mean, look at this. I'm not going to try and hide anything. Look at all that mess. I used to tell my husband, please don't bring anybody to this house. It's a mess. He said, no, it clearly looks like a place that is under construction. As long as my inside of my house is clean, y'all, I'm okay. I am okay with having wood everywhere. And that took a long time. At one point, I'll even show you. Let me show you the real. Remember I said I'm going to show you what's behind the curtain that people don't want you to see? Look, this is my porch. This is my part of the porch. And we got some type of bird living up inside there still. I have no idea what they're going to do when we finish this porch. And this, look, we put this up ourselves. We love shiplap. We love that. I hope I'm talking loud enough. I just realized I don't have a mic. But yeah, we love that. And so we took things from different places that we loved and we tried to create it in our own, make it our own. So it's not going to be done. It's going to take a long time between outside stuff and the inside stuff. So inside for us is dealing with it in the wintertime when it's cold. Yeah, I just heard that bird. I think she didn't like you looking up in her nest, so she flew out. I literally just heard her fly away. So right now, the likelihood of me restaining this porch is most likely not going to happen because there's just too much to do. And with the weather fluctuating up and down, it went from 40s to today was as high as the 90s, which is great to do that. Like when it's hot, not humid, but just nice and hot. I love working on outside projects when that happens, but I can't control the weather. So I just show you as it comes. Takes a whole lot of patience, but you can do it. If you don't know how to do it, find someone that can do it for as cheap as possible. Don't use a day if you have to, just to call around and see where you can get things that aren't going to cost a lot of money, or people who are willing to work with you, meaning if you got to pay them cash, you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do to survive, because I tell you, prices are going up. And I always want to be a stay-at-home mom. I do not want to have to go work, breaking back work job just to be able to enjoy a few days with my family. No, I like being at home. I'm the one that does a lot of the physical stuff, and I'm going to try my best. Not saying my husband doesn't. I'm saying he gets to start it, and I may like finish it. Like I'm not going to, for instance, take this one more time. Yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't do that window. But I have no problem sealing those off, cleaning the window, cleaning the inside, sweeping it out, all that kind of stuff. I enjoy it. So it's a good when you have a partnership where you both want the same thing. So I'm not going to make this longer than it has to. I just want to show you that that thing over there is going away. We're actually just going to give it to the neighbors right here that built this fence. Thank God for fences. Oh my God. They may be home, so I got to like shh. But yeah. Trust me, all this was greenery when we first came out. And then, you know, the word circulates to how great it is in the country life. And they're going to start making neighborhoods soon. But that is all I have to share. I hope you enjoyed it and you have a great rest of the week. Bye.